class.
By the way, I am Teacher John Rose.
And I am Teacher Jill.
And we are your teachers this morning. So class, our topic this morning is, Janice, can you please open this to see our topic this morning? Okay, thank you, Janice. You may now go back to your seat. So class, our topic this morning is all about, everybody please read. Alright, thank you. So before we will dig deeper to our topic this morning, let me first present to you our objectives. So class, everybody please read. Alright. So class, when we say developing clear and concise messages in teaching, what do we mean by this? Yes, Mikhaila? Alright, that's correct. When we say developing clear and concise messages in teaching, that means that we need to show our communication in a clear and easy to understand way. We need to use simple words and sentences so our listeners can easily understand us. So we should make our message simple or short but complete without adding unnecessary details. So class, being to the point means focusing only on what is important. So our listeners don't get confused. So now we have here the 5 case strategies that we may apply in developing clear and concise messages. So the first one, class, everybody please read. Alright, when we say avoid jargon and complex language, this means that we need to use simple and everyday words. We should avoid technical terms or difficult words. Just like, for example, when we are discussing about literary works, instead of saying, class, we will analyze the semantic structure, say that we will look at the words the author choose and what they mean. So by that, you avoid the technical terms just like analyze and semantic structure. You make your message easy to understand for your listeners. The next one, everybody please read. Alright, when we say use example and analogy, this means that we can make our lesson or message easier to understand by giving real-life examples or comparing ideas with things that our listeners already know. Just like, for example, we are teaching about nouns. Our listeners already know the word students, classroom, and book. So by that, you can give that example for your lesson. Just like, for example, student is an example of place, a classroom, student is an example of person, a classroom is an example of place, and a book is an example of thing. So for analogies, just like, for example, you can say that a skeleton is like a building's frame. It holds everything up. So by that class, you can make your concept easier to visualize and remember. The next one is, everybody please read. Alright. The next one is, okay, everybody please read. Alright, structure your messages logically. So this means that we need to present our ideas in a clear order. So that our listeners don't get confused. For example, in our activity, you give your instruction first that they need to gather their materials, second is draw their outline, and the last one is color their drawing. So by that, your students or listeners can easily follow your instructions. Another one. Everybody please read. Alright, keep messages simple and focused. This means class that we need to stick to the main idea to avoid confusion. Just like, for example, in teaching, you are teaching about water cycle. You should focus only on evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Avoid unnecessary details like the cloud types. until they are related to your objectives. Okay, class, did you understand? All right, let's have another one. Okay, class, everybody please read. All right, use feedback to evaluate clarity. So class, did you agree that silence doesn't always mean that your listeners understood? All right, silence doesn't always mean that listeners understood. We should check for their understanding. For example, after teaching about verb, you should ask them to respond or explain in their own words. After teaching, you should ask them who can explain this in your own words. So by that, in their response, you can analyze if they really understand your discussion. So these are the 5 strategies that we can apply in developing clear and concise messages. Developing clear and concise messages help both teachers and students understand each other better. When we use simple words, give examples, organize our thoughts, stay focused, and check for understanding, learning becomes easier and more meaningful for everyone. So class, is there any questions or clarifications about our discussions? Okay, if none, let's have, since you already learned on how to make your message clear and easy to understand, let's have 3 fun activities. We have individual, pair, and group activities. Let's put our learning into action. So in this way, we can apply our learning into action. All right. So are you class ready for our activities? All right. Now I'll give the floor to my partner, Teacher Chirel B. Baldado.
And now, let's proceed to our individual activity. Everybody please read. Alright, are we clear? Very good. So I'll give you 3 minutes only to answer. And now, let's proceed to our individual activity. Everybody please read. Alright, are we clear? Alright, we have here a criteria for your activity. Everybody please read. Alright, I'll give you 3 minutes only to answer the questions. And after that, I will be the one who check your activity. Alright, time is up. Pass your paper in the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And now, let's proceed to our pair activity. Alright, everybody please read. Do you have already a pair? Very good. So, here's the criteria of our pair activity. And I have here two colors, and I want Marish and Michaela to distribute these colors for pair activities. Alright. Are you all done? Very good. And now, last we have the group activity. Generous And now, last we have the group activity. Everybody please read. Alright, are we clear? Okay, so here's your materials needed for your activity. Everybody, please get your materials here in front. And here's your criteria for your group activity. So are we clear? Very good. And now, you will be presented here in front. First, group 1. First is the group 1. First is the group 1, followed by 2 and 3. Alright, very good. So, are you all presented well? Let's give ourselves a round of applause.
So again, class, what do we mean by developing clear and concise messages in teaching? Yes, Justin? Alright, that's correct. And what are the 5 key strategies that we can apply to develop clear and concise messages? Yes, Sheldon? Alright, that's correct also. And last one is why we need to communicate clearly. Yes, Janice? Alright, another idea? Julie? Alright, that's correct also. Another one? Miss Priscilla? Oh, very good. That's correct also. So, it seems that you all listen carefully in our discussion.
And now, I'll give you 2 minutes to scan your notes, and after that, we will have a short quiz. Alright, 2 minutes is done. Keep all your things. And get 1/4 sheet of paper for your quiz. Everybody, please read the instruction carefully. Alright, are you all done? I'll give you 3 minutes only to answer. Alright, 3 minutes is done. Everybody, pass your paper forward in the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now, get your assignment notebook and copy the following. But before that, everybody please read your assignment. Alright, are we clear? Do you have any clarification or questions regarding to our assignment? None? If none, then everybody please stand for our closing prayer. Amen. Goodbye, class.